Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon on this, I was going to say sunny, but it is not sunny today. It is a little rain. We had a little sleet earlier today here in Maryland, but it's still good. It's still good. I am Portia Wheatley. I am the founder and the president of a nonprofit organization acknowledged as Trophy of Life Incorporated. And we have the opportunity, the privilege, and the honor, but most of all, the God assignment to render hope, encouragement, and inspiration to you, our audience across the world. Let me bring in my co-host.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Takira Swan, and I am so happy to be here with you guys today on this wonderful afternoon. So before we get started with our lovely guest today, I'm just going to remind all of you, please subscribe to our YouTube page, like, share, comment, because that is how you help us spread hope, encouragement, and inspiration to the entire world.
That's how we do it. And you've been helping us to do it for the last 361 days. Yes, yes, 361 days. God is faithful. So we don't want you to stop now. Just keep doing what you have been doing in the past. Like Takira has stated, share, like, comment, do what you need to do. Let's get this message of hope, encouragement, and inspiration around the world. Well, as you see, our guest today is Takira, and our guest also is Portia. Drum roll. We are so happy to be with you today, and we're really happy that you joined us on today, because we just want to share a quick word with you of hope, encouragement, and inspiration. You're always going to hear us say that, but we want to talk about finishing strong. Finishing strong. And of course, we're talking about finishing this year, 2021, finishing strong. And I know you can do it. We have faith in you to believe that you can do it. We have faith in God to know that He can use us to do it. He can use you to do it. Whatever is on your mind, you can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. So what we want to do again is to talk to you about finishing strong. And one of the things I would like to start out with is someone to ask, how do we finish strong with all of this that's going on in society, all the killings, all the things that's going on in the political world, the virus, the COVID virus, all of this is so much. Families against families. Your hopes and your dreams seem to be crushed. No. We're going to stop, back up, and regroup, because we still have it in our minds that we are going to finish strong. One thing is you really have to discover who you are. Before we try to reach out externally, go within, go internally. And actually, I oftentimes say, sit with yourself. Many times we're reaching after this, or we're reaching after that, or we're grabbing after this person or that person. And we really don't know who we are. But if we can discover who we are and begin to appreciate who you are, and when I say you, we're talking about ourselves, we're talking about me, indulge in self-care, taking care of who you are, the self, taking care of who God made you to be, of who you are purposed to be. Take care of you. Find out some things about you. And I know during this pandemic, there are many things that we may have discovered about ourselves, or things that we didn't know that we could do, or things that we started to do that I didn't know that was in me. I didn't know I could do that. But we began to encourage ourselves. And that's one of the things we have to do. Encourage yourself. It's not a matter of being conceited, but we have to have some courage somewhere. We have to be able to say, Portia, you could do this. I believe in you. Get in the mirror and talk to yourself. I'm not saying answer yourself, but I am saying talk to yourself. You can do this. You can do this. Have you ever had the time where you had to talk to yourself, Takira?
Oh my goodness. Plenty of times. It's not even funny. In various situations, which is good because I know all of you have had to have at least one time in your life where you had to talk to yourself and encourage yourself. And if you haven't, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because I always think, one, when you think about yourself, you have to spend time with yourself the longest. Okay. So why not get to know yourself? Why not create a relationship with yourself? Get to love yourself, get to like yourself. You can love someone and not like them, but no, get to love and like yourself with all your flaws. And when you do that, that's when you can really encourage yourself. Like, you know what? The odds may be against me, but I can do this. And I've had to like literally look myself in the mirror, even after having like a slight pity party, like, oh my gosh, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't finish this right. And I had to say, listen, girl, get it together. Like, look myself in the mirror and say, get it together. You can do this. You wouldn't be in this situation if you couldn't handle it. God knows what you can handle because he has given you the strength to handle it. So I had to just talk to yourself, and especially those people who are believers, hopefully you read your word, no matter what faith you practice, but hopefully you read your word and you talk to God and tell him what he said in his word. God, you said I can do all things to you. Like, talk to God, talk to yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I can finish this. And I've had to do that with grad school assignments. I've had to do that with work. I've had to do that with family. People who have kids out there, your kids get on your nerves, they're running around, they're hyper on sugar, they're out of school because of the holiday. Listen, I can do this. Talk to yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? It's going to be okay. And once you learn how to practice doing that and giving yourself love, giving yourself love and encouragement and positivity, then it just starts to radiate from within and go out. And I'm telling you, when you're in that positive mindset, you can really do anything. And that's where we're trying to get you in these last couple of days of this year. It's really not too late. It's so much you can accomplish in a day. And especially those of you who are blessed to have the day off from work and you don't have to go back maybe until after New Year's or whatever, take some time to spend time with yourself and just reflect and say, what did I want to get accomplished before this year's over? And it doesn't have to be anything physical. Maybe it is. Maybe you want to clean your house. Maybe you want to get some things straight with your finances. Maybe you want to look inside you and say, hey, I want to be a little bit more happy. We're just letting you know it's not too late to do any of those things. We have more than 3 days left. And if you have more than 3 days left, I'm telling you, you could accomplish the world. You really could.
Definitely so. And that was my thought as well. We have 4 more days. You have more than 3 days.
Yes.
And you can accomplish. And if you just start on whatever, even in those 4 days, even if you just start on something that you have not accomplished yet, that you have not achieved yet, if you just start on it, it will ignite something in you. I can do this. Yes. You'll be surprised just that one step of how that can encourage you, how that can cause you to be more hopeful in your goals that you had since January the 1st. So don't give up yet. You got to finish strong. Come on, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. We have to finish strong. We really have to finish strong. And we believe that you can do it. We believe that you can do it. Well, you might, yes, let's try another scenario. Well, you may say, well, Portia, I'm unemployed. I'm unemployed. I don't have the finances to do what I want to do. Maybe not, but you can do something. You definitely can do something. Begin something new. Start something new. It doesn't have to cost money. Look around your house and find something new that just may lead you into employment. You don't know, but when you sit with yourself and think, brainstorm, pray, meditate, when you begin to hush those external voices and come in, it's there. The ideas are there. We just have to discover them. They are there. And being unemployed, I know that's not a great thing. I know that. So there are some things that we really do have to cut back. Stop the extra spending.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I can talk to myself on this thing right here.
Yes, me too.
I can stop the extra spending. I didn't say try to stop. There are some things you just got to do it point blank and period. Stop the extra spending. And instead of buying, just stop it and see how much money you save, especially if it's like clothes, things that we really don't need. Go in the back of that closet and recycle some of those clothes. People will, you pull them out, people would think that they are new. People would, well, when did you get that? None of your business. When I got it, I already had it, but you know, that really it's not. But recycle those items, Put that skirt with another top. Put that jacket with another pair of pants. Look, just change it up. And you would think, oh my God, I didn't know that would match that, or that would go with that. Just do something new. Stop eating out so much.
Yes.
I was listening to the, I think the show is called The Doctors, but it was talking about all of the preservatives and all of the different types of things that are not good for our bodies that are in between fast food or food that is already prepared where you just pop it in the microwave. That's not good for us. That's not good for us. And have you actually even noticed some of the, quite a few foods from stores or companies have been on the recall? I mean, really, when we, you know how they say, did you say your grace? Your parents would always say, did you say your grace? And now more than ever, you better say your grace, because there are so many other extra things that are in the food that we purchase, especially, again, if they're already pre-made, you know, let alone the sodium for the older generation. Well, nowadays, the younger generation as well.
Yeah.
The other one, do your own nails. I know sometimes, I know that's a hard one. But yeah, you can do that. Now, I'm not going to show you mine, but they're mine. But do your own nails, do your own hair. It's so many things that when we're unemployed that we do that we really don't have to do, because my target or my mindset or my thought pattern is the fact that I'm going to finish this year strong. And that's even, like I think you stated earlier, in our finances, we have to finish strong, more for your family. And then, speaking of family, being able to teach the concept to your children. Teach them to value $1, just $1. Even the money, wait a minute, let me finish that thought. Even the money they get from the tooth fairy, they put under their pillow, just put under their pillow. let them pay tithe off of that.
Yes.
But really, honestly, teach them the value of $1. Teach them the value of $1.
Can I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
So also, speaking on the whole unemployment thing, so one thing I think that is a great opportunity to do if you are unemployed, this is a good time to reset and plan. So let's say you're unemployed. I don't know if you had your dream job before, if you really didn't like it. This is a perfect time to look at, look within, like we said before. What do you want to do? Write it down. And it may not be in your previous occupation that you had before, but think, what do I want to do? What do I really want to do? What's going to make me passionate about life? Like, what's going to just make me want to wake up like, let me go get to work, because it doesn't even seem like work, because I'm having such a good time doing it. I think this is the good time, especially in the season that we're in with the pandemic and everyone working from home. This is the best time to be creative. Say, hey, I'm thinking I see a need in the market for this. Let me see how I can contribute. And once you have a passion about something and you can monetize that, I'm telling you, you are going to love it. So don't even look at this season of unemployment as a negative thing. And yes, trust me, I understand you have bills, you have things that have to be paid, but just put that aside for one moment. Just take up 5-10 minutes out of your day and just say, what do I really want out of life? What do I want to do? And you can just say, you know what, if I had to wake up tomorrow morning, what would I do that would make me happy? And then that's how you start planning on top of that. Okay, well, how can I do this? Because a lot of times you look at people who are millionaires and billionaires and are so wealthy, or maybe they're famous, and you say, okay, that's just who they are. But let me tell you, it didn't happen overnight. Those same people had low times of, what am I doing? I'm not happy. I mean, even your most favorite celebrity has had a really down moment. Several actually, but at least one really bad down moment where they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life right now. Because we're all human. We all experience the same things. So if they can do it, there's no difference between that favorite celebrity of yours and you, but the bank account. So I'm telling you, you can do it. Just say, what do I want to do? And then you just start planning on top of that. And how you finish strong, for real, guys, is just take it step by step. Don't even look at it as, you know what, I wanted to have everything done by a certain time, at the end of this year. We talked about how the destination, it's really not about that. It's all about the journey. So don't even look at it as, okay, shoot, I have four days at the end of the year, I'm not done. Don't worry about that. We're thinking about the journey here to how you get to where you want to go. Because once you complete that goal, whatever it is, guess what? You're going to have another one. That's how we're created to be. We don't stop at one level. We just keep going further and further. That's how progression starts. So I just want to encourage all of you, especially those who are unemployed, because you have something that people wish they had, and that's time. Okay? You have plenty of time right now. And I know it can be stressful. You have family and everything else, but just take out those 5 to 10 minutes for yourself and think about, what do I want to do? That's how it starts.
What do I want to do? And it becomes so fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
It really is fulfilling when you actually decide and make plans on what you want to do in life. Mm-hmm. There are many people that go to work and they just don't like their jobs, but they say it's a paycheck. Yeah. You got to do what you have to do. But when you can really find a job that you really like doing, yeah, that's good. That's good. I was listening at you so much, I forgot where I was. Let's see.
Sorry.
No. At all times, because if I don't say it, I'll probably forget it. But okay, let's see. We're going to finish strong. One thing I do know, we're going to finish strong. And even some of the subject matter or topics that we may not talk about today, something else may come up in your mind that you are going to finish strong. The areas that you need to improve in, the areas that you want to achieve in and accomplish some things in. Make a promise to yourself that you are going to finish strong. It doesn't matter what the naysayers are saying, what the other people are doing, what someone is doing across the fence, across the yard, across the football field. You are going to finish strong, and you need to start to tell yourself that you're going to finish strong. Like we said earlier, encourage yourself. Let's talk about family just for a moment. Mm-hmm. With the pandemic, kids have been in the house, teenagers have been in the house, husbands have been in the house, wives have been in the house, girlfriends, boyfriends, or whoever under one roof. And there has been a lot of tension. So I encourage you, bring unity, some kind of way, bring unity in that house. And one of the ways we can do it is to, one, you got to love yourself, and then start to share love. Speak love out of your mouth. Speak the words of love. You don't have to be walking around all day saying, I love you, I love you. I would get tired of that, saying I love you all day long, but let your love show in your actions. Let your love show in your actions. Let your love show in the tone of your voice. You can have a family that comes from, all they know is holler. They're sitting at the kitchen table. Pass me the ketchup. Come on. You're right there. Okay. But really, creatures of habit, but really, you be the first one to make the change. You be the first one. And someone may say, well, they don't treat me a certain way, or they don't treat me the way I want to be treated. Well, the way you want to be treated is the way you have to treat them. So in order for your family, I'm talking family now, in order for your family to finish strong and to finish in another, on another level of showing love and speaking love, be love. Just be it. Sometimes we really do have to shut our mouths and not say some of the things that we're thinking. And someone may say, well, that's just the way I am. No, you can change that. If you want to change it, you can change that, because people have feelings. And don't be surprised if it's not the same individual that you're putting it out to, that somebody else comes to you with that same behavior. Got to recognize it, but your family can finish the year strong. In these next 4 days, be committed to changing the atmosphere in your home, to changing the way you speak to each other in your home, to changing the way you interact with each other, and even spending time. Get off the doggone phone, Facebook, games, internet, all of those things. Every now and then, spend some quality time with family. It really will make a difference. It really will make a difference. I love my family. I really love my family. And I thank God for Gordon Wheatley, who actually was the spearhead of showing love and giving love and expressing love. And thank God it rubbed off on me, and I'm grateful. And now, with our boys, with our family, and we are a loving family, and I'm grateful to God for that. But you can finish 2021, finish strong.
Yes.
You may see your kids really, as they say, off the chain, but you can make a change. You can make a change. They may be off the chain, but you can make a change in their behavior. Believe it, you can do that. So we're going to finish strong. That's one thing we're going to do. You good, Takira?
Yes, I do have one thing to say about the family situation. So, of course, there's so much I can say, but I do have a challenge for you out there listening today. So, I think one way that you can work towards finishing strong with your family, whether it's your biological family or just people you had to live with through the quarantine and everything, I think communication is key. And one thing I've learned is, we have so much more in common than we realize. So I want to challenge all of you, whoever you're in your household with, or whoever you want, share a story about yourself that they don't know, because I'm telling you, you'll never know, especially to those bad kids you have. Don't be afraid to tell your kids, you know what, I've done something bad too. Let me tell you about the time I did blah, 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 and my mama whooped my butt. Anything, it doesn't have to be that, but anything, because that's when you start to realize that, hey, I have more in common with this person than I thought. And another thing I'm realizing is that no matter how old you get, you can always learn something new about someone. Like, how well do you really know even your spouse, your mom, your dad, your kids? There's always something, some adventure, some experience, good or bad, that you just don't know about the person that you're spending so much time with, or the person that you're related to. So, it could be a really fun exercise to do. Just say, and keep it lighthearted, start out lighthearted at first. Don't plant any bombs on anybody, but just really say, hey, guess what? Back in the day, I did this, or back in the day, we did this for fun. Anything, just to get that flow of communication going, and it'll be fun to get to know people in a different light.
Now, let me tag on that. Get to know people in a different light. And there are some things that should be revealed, and there are some things that should not be revealed.
Yes.
But if you've been carrying a secret for years and years and years, are you ready to release it? Are you ready to release it? If it is time, yes. If it is not time, don't do it. We don't want to have more damage than good done. But there are some things you or I have been carrying for years and years, and whether it is our children that need to know, our spouse need to know, and I'm not saying dig up some stuff that caused a divorce or breaking up a family, but it would bring families together.
Yes.
What would bring them together, bring us together, bring families together, so that we can appreciate each other even more. Finish strong. Finish a relationship strong for 2021. Finish strong. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. If it's time, yes. If it is not time, no.
Yes,
Pray on
use
that
wisdom,
one.
please. Use
Yes,
wisdom.
definitely use wisdom. Definitely use wisdom. Yeah, because I seen someone be brutally honest and mess up stuff. So we don't want to do that.
We're not asking you to do that. Now, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. But we're just saying, use wisdom, guys. We want to open up the pathway to communication in a positive way. So if there's something that you need to just let out, that's going to be a big deal, that it's going to rock your family, this is not the time right now to do so. So use wisdom, because there will be a time for that, but now may not be the time. We want to focus on things that are positive and things that can bring the family together. So let's stick to those fun experiences and the fun things you need to share. Now, also, I just want to also just encourage, if you do need to get something off of your chest, please listen to our advice and seek professional help. Don't keep those things inside. Reach out to those resources we stated before and talk to someone that's a professional, so you can get that burden off of your chest. But as far as communicating with your friends, your family, your relationships, let's stick with the positive stories for the last 4 days.
Wisdom.
Yes, wisdom.
Okay. Takira, can you talk about finishing strong with school, whatever level of school they're on, elementary, middle school, high school, college, grad, whatever. Can you talk about finishing strong with that?
Well, I just want to encourage those out there. So it should be Christmas break for pretty much everybody here in America. You have that break before New Year's. So I just want to encourage you. So no matter how you finished this past season or semester, or before your Christmas break, I want to encourage you to come back strong, because when the new year starts, it really doesn't matter how you finish strong. We always talk about, it's never too late to change. It's not. So if you didn't do as well as you wanted to do, start with baby steps. Okay. Start with studying, better studying habits, making sure you get plenty of rest. That's something I did not do. Do you know how much better I would have done if I was just coherent half the time, from not staying up late, from either doing work or just hanging out? So get plenty of rest, review those notes, no matter if you're in elementary school. Parents, do some work at home with your children, middle school, high school, college, grad school. Always master your craft. Remember that goal that you're trying to complete, and you just do baby steps at a time. Get a good night's rest. Eat some healthy food that helps your brain to work and function. A lot of times we don't realize that, you can't feed your body junk and your brain be, A1. So let's do that. And those of you who did finish strong, and you're happy with the grades that you got, then that's the time to continue to do so. And also, if you have the time, help some of your peers that aren't having such a great time, and help them just by giving them some advice. Like, hey, you know what helped me get a good grade on that test is I did this, or I studied, maybe not cramming all in one session, but I studied a little bit every single day. So there's little tips and tricks that you can do to have a successful educational career. So I just want to encourage all of you to start strong. And if you finish strong, that's amazing. Help a friend to finish strong the next time.
Help a friend to finish strong. That's good stuff right there. Well, before we close for today, we want to just tap into one more scenario, and that is relationships. Finish strong with your relationships. Now, okay, let's go back to what we stated earlier. First, we have to love ourselves, because you really don't know how to love anyone else unless you love yourself. And the best love is that godly love, of course, but we're talking about from man to man, human to human. One of the things I wanted to share with you is about loving yourself. And actually, we said it early, appreciating yourself and developing yourselves. And you said, like, well, what do I do to develop myself? How do you grow yourself mentally, emotionally? Because there are some relationships that are toxic and we have to get out of them. You really have to get out of them. And you really do not know how strong you are until that person is gone. Until that person, because if that person have you under their hand, they're telling you when to go, where to go, how you can go. It's everything is from them. But when you actually bloom into who God has made you to be, or you start to, you love yourself and you start to develop, whether it's develop your mind through reading, you may not start off reading a whole book, read a magazine, a little bit at a time to grow your brain, grow your mind. And I can speak to myself, man, I'm just being transparent all over the place, but it doesn't matter. I'm out here, as my Archbishop said, I'm out here now. But you know what? It's caused me to grow. It's caused me to grow. And let's go back to the relationships, loving yourself and developing yourself. And then you find how strong you are. But if it is a male-female relationship and that male or that female is gone because it is or was a toxic relationship, now you're finding who you really are. I'm like, I can do this. I didn't need him or her to do this. I can do this on my own, because at one point we're thinking, I can't do anything without him or her. And that really stunts your own growth. But you are going to finish strong. Almost did that. Holy Spirit activate. almost went there. But really, with the relationships, if it's a relationship, again, I don't know why I'm on that you might have to end. I'm not telling you to end it, but if you really feel, if I can just get from under this person, I know I can bloom into who I am to be. So that's another thing. You think on that. Sit with yourself. Meditate and cause those thoughts to come. When's the last time you thought for yourself? So we really have to do that so that we can, honey, we can walk into 2022 with power, with authority, with strength, with being empowered, with courage, with boldness. You can do this. Believe it or not, you can do this. I know that you can. What do you think, Takira?
I agree. So one thing I think you have to do, like we said, is go back and sit with yourself. I'm telling you, take out those 5 to 10 minutes and just say, what do you want out of this relationship, or what do you want for yourself? So if you are already in that relationship, that's wonderful, it's healthy. My challenge to you is to do something for your significant other that costs no money before the year's up. Just something thoughtful, something they would like, that costs no money. That's the thing. Do something for them that costs no money. Now, if you are like, you know what, I'm sitting and I'm thinking like, oh, I'm really not that happy with this, relationship, or I think I can just do better for myself, or I would be happier in a different circumstance. I just want to encourage you to just stick up for yourself. Stick up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and either try to work out those things if you feel that it could be worked out with your significant other, or girl or guy, just leave. It's okay. And start the new year fresh. Start the new year by yourself, stronger, better than ever. And then you'll find yourself in a better situation, relationship wise, than you are now. And sometimes it takes being by yourself just for a moment to find out who you are, find out what you like, what makes you happy,
Oh, that-
to then be in a relationship that's worth your time right now and in the long run. Okay. Let's not do the whole, let's be in a relationship for convenience thing in 2022. Like, that's so out of here. That's lame, guys. Don't do that. You're blocking your blessings of something that can make you truly happy when you're just in a relationship because I really don't like this person, but I'm just gonna be with them. Let's not do that. And I've been actually surprised that a lot of people do that. They're just in relationships for convenience. But what really makes you happy? And as always, like we've said before, please use wisdom. Use wisdom with all of this that we're telling you. I mean, you take it or leave it, but trust us. What we're saying is some good stuff here. Sit by yourself. That's all it takes right now. Sit by yourself 5-10 minutes. Map out what you want for yourself. If you have everything you want, then map out how you can make yourself better within, not without, to be happy. And when relationships, I'm telling you, do something that costs them money. Drop that zero. Remember those talk shows way back in the day that I probably should have been watching? They were like, she dropped that zero and got a hero. Anyway, drop that zero, get a hero, girl or guy. Come on now. If that girl is toxic, let her go. If that guy is toxic, let him go. Start fresh, start healthy, start happy, and have a peaceful inner self. That's what we want. Something that's good for you all over.
So that we can do what, Takira? What are we going to do?
We're going to finish strong.
We're going to finish strong. We're going to finish strong. We're going to do that. That is what we're going to do. Be committed to yourself to finish strong. Be intentional to finish strong. And that is what we're going to do. Hercules, we're going to finish. We're going to finish strong. We're going to finish strong. Listen, today, December the 27th, this afternoon, this is our 1 o'clock broadcast, but we have another one coming for you today, December the 27th at 5 o'clock. So we will see you back here at 5 o'clock today so that we can deliver another message of hope, encouragement, and inspiration. And that is delivered on this platform, acknowledged as what, Takira?
Project 365.
All right. God bless you. And we will see you again today at 5 p.m. Bye-bye.
5 p.m. Don't want to miss it. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.